they say they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they say they were liberators. But when they killed their crown, they changed their mind. When they killed their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Aye, ayo, 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 yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, ayo, 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 yo, ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they killed their crown, they changed their mind. When they killed their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Aye, ayo, 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 oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, ayo, 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 oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Music. Aha. Wani majianye wara wa monyonju weyan ke wana wa kura ngiye wasia wa kwebiabu wana wa kula ngonwa wasia wa kwebiabu yena be monye be niaka
I'm a freedom fighter.
oh wa monye o
I'm a freedom fighter.
mo freedom fighter ge ni nyonyo bi okwasa
I'm a freedom fighter.
mo freedom fighter ge ni nyonyo bi ogbapa
I'm a freedom fighter.
mo freedom fighter ge ni nyonyo bi ojini
I'm a freedom fighter.
ayi ayo 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 oyi ayo yo ayo 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 ayi ayo 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 oyi ayo yo ayo 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 wani majianye wara wa monyonju weyan wani majianye wara wa monyonju weyan ke wana wa kurage wasia wa kwebiabu wana wa kuna konwe wasia wa kwebiabu kena be monye be niaka
I'm a freedom fighter.
I wa monye o
I'm a freedom fighter.
mo freedom fighter ke ni nyonyo bi okwasa
I'm a freedom fighter.
mo freedom fighter ke ni nyonju bi ogbapa
I'm a freedom fighter.
mo freedom fighter ke ni nyo bi ojini
I'm a freedom fighter.
ayi ayo 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 oyi ayo yo ayo 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 ayi ayo 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 they welcome me, they say they were liberators. But when they kill their crown, they change their mind. When they kill their crown, they change their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Aye, ayo, 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 oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, ayo, 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 oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came their crown, they changed their mind. When they came their crown, they changed their mind. What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Aye, ayo, 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 oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, ayo, 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 ayo.
agenda. But this boy who has his own record against him, who's the boy? You know him?
No.
Then when every time he sees me, he talk about walk Ranko, Prince Johnson, walk Ranko. When they were killing the people on Nimba, what did you want us to do? That's why I say if you talk again, I'll get to you.
Which way?
If they want disruption, it will happen. Because they slaughter my people, they kill the children, they slaughter people and declare Nimba enemy of the state and deploy all the deadly weapons in Nimba and slaughter. So we had to fight. We fought in defense. So you want to bring War Cranko, bring your damn War Cranko. Don't be speaking your stinking more every day in this thing. Thank you.
No, but the War Cranko is not intended just for you.
But the other thing is mine. The other thing is for me. Bring it. I know it's not coming. There's not a way to bring War Cranko. You go through processes, legal processes. You don't talk about things on the floor when you see me. When you see me. Every time they don't see me, he must talk. Then when you talk, I'm just joking. Say you're joking, you think I'm quiet because I'm a preacher. Jesus turned the table upside down. I will turn your table upside down one day.
Vivi is around the world.
So now why are you walking out?
I'm walking on because I'm provoked.
Yeah, Honorable Senator. On today, we saw a little what appears to be exchange of words between you and Senator Prince Johnson in the chamber after you raised the issue about the establishment of Walker's code. And when he walked outside, he made a few allegations. He said that you are also linked with this issue about, gazing and all of those things. You care to respond to some of those things?
Yeah, Prince Johnson nonsense. I'm not going to respond to that. We will call for war crime code here, and those who feel guilty will always feel it on session.
Do you think he's feel guilty? That's why you respond to
But every time you say war crime code, they say the ugly animal go bring water and baboons start making flowers. By the time you say war crime code, Prince Johnson feel that you're talking to him. If he say he did the right thing to protect his people, go say it before the court. At this point, the impunity in this country is emboldening people to even be more corrupt and do things and to hurt this country with no fear that justice will be meted against them. And so, at the mention of the name War and Economic Crimes Code, those who feel guilty at heart, even the Bible says, even the wicked flee when nobody running after them. At the mention of the name War Crimes Code, Prince Johnson goes into Ari, I think he will run away from session every session because every time I will remind us that we have to do war crime. We got the culture of impunity must come to an end.
Senator Delon, it seemed as though you intentionally did what you carry on today as in the session because some people believe that the discussion was not in line with the establishment of war
No,
crimes.
then they
Why
don't
did you
understand the
mention
issue. The issue is about the culture of impunity, transparency and accountability. Transparency and accountability. We're talking about accountability on stimulus package, $25 million for infusion of $25 million in the economy. And we're talking about war crime code. These are integrity issues. These are transparency and accountability issues. So how am I targeting a particular person? The person who feels targeted is the person who feels guilty already.
Are there cases where you mentioned the establishment of war crimes
All-
in the absence of the senator in session?
Last Saturday, last session, if you were in session, Honor AOB, we talked about it. In fact, we have been reminding the Liberian Senate leadership to bring back on the floor the issue about the war crime code that was sent yet by the President of Liberia for advice from the legislature through the Senate. And the Liberian Senate leadership has been pussyfooting with this issue. And every time we remind in plenary that there's a need for us to give the proper advice from the Senate on the issue of the war crime code. It's not about Prince Johnson. It's not about any particular person. It's about accounting for our stewardship and our action.
Senator Delon, you just stated that you, Senator Johnson, may be running out of session every time. Do you now see the pronouncement of war crimes code as his weak point?
I don't know why he gets jittery. He say I stole and I say I steal, establish a code. If he say I kill and I say I kill, establish. In fact, I should be calling for the court to go vindicate myself.
Especially when you were mentioned to be one of those who were.
Especially. And then when you say you are justified by your action, go justify it before the court. Not to feel threatened or feel targeted every time somebody talks. Because of Prince Johnson business, when I talk about accountability in this country, and the culture of impunity must continue to permeate.
Okay.
We're not allowed that.
Finally, your political leader was also accused of being a part
Well,
of
waste of
the
time.
war.
Prince Johnson was just finally talk.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
I want you guys to listen to Honorable Prince Johnson carefully on what he said. I want you guys to listen to Honorable Prince Johnson carefully, and that's how far we will start our discussion tonight. That's how far we will start our discussion tonight. I want you guys to listen to Honorable Prince Johnson carefully. I want you guys to listen to Honorable Prince Johnson carefully. Let me play that clip one more time.
Deal with the issue on the agenda. But this boy who has his own record against him, who's the boy? You know him?
No.
Then when every time he sees me, he talks about walk around code, Prince Johnson, walk around code. When they were killing the people on Nimba, what did you want us to do? That's why I said, if you talk again, I will get to you.
Which way?
If they want disruption, it will happen. Because they slaughter my people, they kill the children, they slaughter people and declare Nimba enemy of the state and deploy all the deadly weapons in Nimba and slaughter. So we had to fight. We fought in defense. So you want to bring war crime code, bring your damn war crime code. Don't be speaking your stinking more every day in this thing. Thank you.
No, but the war crime code is not intended just for you.
But the operating is mine. The operating is for me. Bring it. I know it's not coming. There's not a way to bring war crime code. You go through processes, legal processes. You don't talk about things on the floor when you see me. When you see me. Every time they don't see me, he must talk. Then when you talk, I'm just joking. Say you're joking, you think I'm quiet because I'm a preacher. Jesus turned the table upside down. I will turn your table upside down one day.
Senator, why are you walking out?
I'm walking out because I'm provoked.
You listen to that. You listen to that. I have already texted ADD for him to be careful with Senator Prince Johnson because he said that he would turn his table upside down. That's what the senator said.
The senator said, I will turn your table upside down. For some of you guys who does not know what that means that he will turn African sign on the people's senator. That's what he means. He means he will turn his table upside down. That means when your table is turned upside down, that means you cannot breathe. That means you will go to the great beyond. But who the senator? Who the senator just passed around threatening people? Who the senator? Senator Prince Johnson, who is he? You know, the senator murdered 5 Catholic nuns. 5. The senator murdered 5 Catholic nuns. 5. And some of you seems to be taking it for a joke. Some of you guys seems to be taking it for a joke. When this, your senator murdered 5 Catholic American nuns. Let me display their pictures. I'm sorry, I will display 4. Those are the Catholic nuns. 5. But I'm sorry, that 4 picture here. 5. Those are the women that Prince Johnson murdered. 5 Catholic nuns. Sister Linda Graham, she was murdered. She is the one, her picture is not here. Sister Kathleen Makule, she is the one that is on the left. Next to her is Sister Barbara Annie Makule. The next to her is those 2. There are 2 sisters. Those 2 right here. Apart from Sister Barbara and Sister Kathleen, those 2, they are not sisters. But these 2, they are sisters. Sister Shirley Coleman and Sister Mary Jo Coleman. Those 2, they are our Catholic, they were Catholic nuns. There's two sisters. Those are the guys, those are the females that Prince Johnson murdered. I'm sorry, Sister Linda Graham Hill, her picture is not here. Now, I don't seem to talk here too much, but I have sent Eddie a text. If Eddie is not careful, Prince Johnson said he will turn his table upside down. Prince Johnson said he will turn his table upside down. Sister Mary Jo Coleman, she was one, and Sister Barbara. Those were Catholic nuns who went to our country to go to hell. And they were murdered in cold blood by Prince Johnson. Why is it that we fought our war? What was the significance of us fighting a war? The reason why we fought a war, we said There were too much stealing, there were too much corruptions, there were too much nepotistic behavior, there were too much corruptions. That was the reason why the war went into our country. Is it the same thing that happening today? Is it the same thing that happening today? The breast price today are clear sky high. But I have news for you folks. Any attempt Prince Johnson step out of our country, out of Liberia, he will be fully arrested. Any attempt for Prince Johnson to step out of Liberia, he will be arrested. Because Prince Johnson is a murderer. Prince Johnson is a killer. I want to bring you clear that even the Doe family can never forgive Prince Johnson for the killing of our late president.
It's time to focus on move to the freedom of the public party issue and move to the market. Move to the market. How about I'll show you here? I'll do that right here. I will let you show you that way. Move to the market. I'm here outside. I'm information. Tango, sunshine calling, emergency over. Tango, let the sun shine. If you are listening to me, this emergency over. Tango, come in. I want to speak to Mr. Porter or the U.S. ambassador over. We are men. Yes. I don't play with people. I fool you. I will kill you. I told the Nigerian man, I don't want to kill you. I told him, set door in the ship. All the officers should go. And they never hesitant. I said, I don't want to shoot door. I issue order not to fire you. Set door in the ship. They didn't want to do it. Then the people come for reinforcement. While we were coming to process the matter, they sent 3 RPG our position in faith. So I ordered to fire you, your men, and protect your life. And I'm a humanitarian. If I spare you, people may come. They can't come again, you now. All those connected, I will free them. They fool you. I know what I will do. You know what brought it out today? I was at the island clinic. Listen, I come in. I heard you have come. Please. I want to say something. Wait now. Show you my way. Now, sit down. Then the vote. President Go. I'm going to the I came to meet you. When I came, one of your officers, they stand my toy. Then I got on the stand and get a name for you. Then he started me to the president for the government general. Then the trouble came. And right there, order to disarm the disarming. Then I said, you fought the ball, the open machine gun. All your people are saying, nobody lives. You know one more. You keep the penal order, may you order. Look, I'm a commander from Cuba and Libya. You don't fuck with me. Then one president, why is that? Even when I said it in the regime, I'm back there. What can they get from me? I'm not president. I'm not fighting for anything. I'm only a brigadier general now. Fighting for the people of this country. What part do you see what they do? Oh, I don't want noise here. Let's go. Defense. Let us further bring information. Let's get 30 trucks or pickups to move to the people with arms and ammunition to take over the nation right now for internal government. You travel for nothing. I did not stop and ask her to name nothing. The order issued today, it was the most rigid order in this country. When the president of Economic General, I challenged to get all the armed economic officers if they interfere in my affairs. I told them Joe is in trouble in this country and they should have Joe to step down. Joe come to the mansion and BDC and issue me ammunition and say, we will not accept interim government. Like all look, I'm not a government, but look, Joe need to step down. All the people are okay. Taylor too have visited the hospital, the minister is present in case of people. We'll bring all of them down. When you catch Joe now, who will get all of them? So it means only containing now, we'll tell them. Right? And we'll bring Taylor down. Taylor not into the government. So what you want to tell me?
I say, a two-man fight and one wins.
So you agree a winner?
Yes. Please loosen my hand so I will talk.
One thing can disappear?
No, I can't disappear. You can tap my feet.
So you can use your karate?
No. I do good, but I can't.
Yeah, I wanted to ask the man if he knows me. Samuel, you know me?
Well, I remember your
You and I graduated from the university. You didn't know me, sir. You send your grandchildren to hunt me. What did you know? All the way to Nima, they were hunting you.
Prince.
I knew once.
Prince. My brother, please loosen me.
Okay.
Please loosen my hands.
Samuel.
Bunny.
And protect the place and wait for me to move the marshal to me. Life or death will call the people. When you catch the hood now, all the cars don't go, nobody will go back. I open fire off. They were shot to the people. But I said, Joe, so BDC ain't told me no guns that can you. Why they fire you now? All you medicine are on you, the party. This is what I will do.
I want you to be successful. So please. Please loosen me so I'll tell you.
No, but tell me,
Prince.
You need my custody.
Yeah. You can tie my feet, but my hands swell up. No, can't see my hand.
I'm going to find out to the mother you say what?
Huh?
Do you know when you get John on? When you order to get John on, they put John on top?
I don't order John on execution.
Oh, you order it?
No. I never order anybody execution. Huh?
I will get order, they will skin you. I will spare you, but don't fuck with me.
I will tell you the correct truth.
Do you know, do you know that you're going to church? Okay, people? Look, y'all go to that junction there, tell the people, no soldier, and no soldier that enter. Nope, do not cross that bridge. That's Stockton Bridge. In fact, go in that way. But look, that connection we call right now. Let us know how many information the area taking down. According to the same line here. They're stupid. How many
Right, the place is vacant now.
No, but no army men will fight for you now. The only tailor can come and break it. They go so that they scare me.
But now they will run away from FA and Taylor will advance in there. He will go in there. So we need them to set our team today.
Yeah, but we got to go to the Econ and tell them we'll still catch a door.
And then they
go to one of
Good. They can send transfer that will know. Chief Marshal command them, they will go straight.
Don't you know I'm taking risks moving in the street every day? Even as the people, I initiated the fire. I opened fire. The first man I came up in. Once I opened fire, I never found a weapon. I came in here, tell the chief of staff. Why am I doing other people? Are you telling me? I'm a zoo. Did you inform me?
Yes. No, I said, trust this money to you. I said, trust this money. Yeah, the man in the boat.
I said, you go to the boat. Don't see enough for you?
Yeah.
Why you for you said that?
I said, I want to say something. Prince, young man, we are all one, Prince. We are all one. Huh? I can't hear you.
Of course.
Yeah. Any moment they get it.
She was on the table. I said, sit on the bush with you. Yes. They carry her in the shit. You're not a man of mercy. Look. You have to tell me where all the money is. No, you're calling me from. Tell me where the money is. All the money you get.
No, you call it through. You better talk quick.
I will talk.
Okay, no. Don't tell me what the money is.
I will tell you something. I beg you.
What the money is?
Yeah, if you use my help, he's able to talk.
No, it's talking your hand. Hey. I said, call him my ear.
I noticed that. I noticed that he can't believe that.
Bring it up.
The blood flashing.
This was a wickedness in the higher places. Now, I'm not saying that what Samuel Kayado did by putting this garden on a firing squad, I'm not saying that that was right. But in the way that the man killed, and by the way, everybody that touched Samido, anyone who touched Samido, they are not living up to present. Anyone who touched him, all those militants and MPFL God who touched him, they are not living. None of them live. Our God is a just God. Our God is a just God. Not any one of them who touched Samido, none of them not living. It was by God's grace that Prince Johnson, he never touched him. It was by God's grace that Prince Johnson is alive today because he refused to touch him. And then people are sitting there. They are saying the Nimbalan, the Nimbalan are embracing him. Who you call the Nimbalan are embracing him? The Nimbalan want justice. When I watch this clip, my blood can be boiling in me. I am not related to the former president, the late President Samido. No. But for the fact that this man look at the man and ask him where the money is, so you could tell that it was because of money. Where the money is. Where the money is. If you don't show me where the money is. And the man told him, Prince, we are all one. Prince could not hear. Except he killed him. Except he killed him. And it is the Grandians. It is the same Grandians who some of them are supporting this regime for not bringing the War Crime Court. It is the same Grandians that are supporting this regime. Some of them are supporting this regime for not bringing the War Crime Court, for killing their brothers. And then you want us to glorify that? You want for me to sing hallelujah, amen? The Americans are clear that in order for them to be able to access our country, there is a need for a war crime and economic crime court. There is a need. I don't need to tell you that. But the killing of this man, the killing of the former president, these guys, they man-handed our former president. The former president was treated like a dog, like a puppy glue. A puppy. That's how our former president was treated. Our former president was treated like a murderer. And that is the reason why, for me and the Ghanaians, we will not forever be friends. I hold that malice in my heart for the Ghanaians. In the way the Ghanaian could not, will bring Johnson for them to capture them. General Kwenu, the field commander General Kwenu, the ECOMA arrived. Prince Johnson and his thoughts, they went to General Kwenu, they struck a deal. That answer that you see with Prince Johnson, it was given to him by the Americans. That answer, you see, when you make your own devil turn against you, that's what happens. Now, they set up a coup against the former president, the late president, though. That is the reason why I will not forget the Ghanaians. Except they can come to us and confess that indeed what they did, it was wrong. The Ghanaians were the cause. What the fact that you will arrive in the country and refuse to go pay here to the chief of staff? Now how can Samuel Karen do get up and say, let me go there, let me go meet them? That they will come in my country and refuse to come to pay here. Now how can the American convoy will carry him? When they reached on the bridge, the American convoy left. The American convoy disappeared. General Kwenu and his boys and his men, they were the one that set up Prince Johnson to capture Samuel Kayando. And that is the reason why I am saying what I am saying. Because I know the in-depth analysis. And, you know, comrades, my friend and my brothers, what was the reason for us fighting that senseless war? What was the reason? The reason was because of corruption. Is not corruption happening today greater than yesterday? Is corruption is not occurring today that greater than yesterday? I feel for the Ghanaians. I feel for some of them. Because the same Ghanaians, they are supporting this thought. The same Ghanaians are supporting this regime for not being able to stand up. Prince Johnson needs to be dragged. And I love the way the Americans are taking this. Linda Graham was murdered by Prince Johnson's security. Guys. Sister Barbara was murdered by Prince Johnson's security. Sister Mary was murdered by Prince Johnson's security. Sister Shirley was murdered by Prince Johnson's security. And up to now, our legislature, They are just another toothless bulldog. I am so sad for my country. My country now is put on a watch list. My country, Liberia, is put on a watch list. It is classified as one of the 5th corrupt country in the whole. Liberia is classified as the 5th corrupt country in the whole world. That does not hammer some of them. That does not hammer Nathaniel Miguel. That does not hammer Samuel Toy. No. Our country, the blood, the innocent blood are crying. The innocent blood are crying. Especially Prince Johnson. We are not saying that I support Alhaji David Kroma because he is a Madingo and I'm a Madingo. No. I want the world to come. So Alhaji David Kroma can go and testify what reason that he was able to take on, for what reasons. What reason that Alhaji David Kroma pick up on? What reason? What reason did Alhaji David Kroma pick up arm against the Liberians? What reasons did Prince Johnson pick up arm? What reason? What was the reason that Sekou Demate Kane pick up arm? For what reasons? What is the name and where you call it out from?
This is Mr. Brown calling for California. How are you?
I'm doing good. And you?
Beautiful. Yeah, thank you for the discussion tonight, AB. But I think we need more than economic crime in Liberia.
My brother, we need it more than before.
People are getting away with impunity too much in the country, okay? In order for Liberia to move forward, we will have to bring some kind of justice to the 200 plus thousand people that got killed, women that got raped. Some of us that went through the war, we are still suffering from the trauma.
The trauma.
What we need in our
Tell me about
country
it.
is justice and rehabilitation. But the Prince Johnson man you're talking about, even executed force from Nima.
Oh.
And the Nigerians and the Nimbalians are the same people. So let's just keep this discussion as war crime court coming to Liberia to prosecute people that cause trouble. And I wonder, people will sit and say, look, why we still have all the guys into power?
I'm telling you, they got
they are empowered and controlling our country. It's the same reason they brought a war.
Oh.
People that supported the war, we gave them chance and they came to the hell onto power, extract all our resources, and enrich themselves. But I can tell you, the new people, young people like you and myself, people that are coming up now, will not stand for this any longer. Our eyes are open, and I can assure you that justice is coming to Liberia. People will have to face the repercussions of their action. We cannot let the people go. We can't continue to say bygone, be bygone. In order for Liberians to move forward and for our country to move forward in the 21st century, we have to have justice. So it's just a matter of time. Somebody needs to answer question for the 250 plus people that got killed in the country. Prince Johnson, he can run around all he wants, but when the American ready, you will have to answer question. Why are they worried if they feel that they are innocent anyway? If you are innocent, why worry? Go and answer question, right?
Yeah.
Go and vindicate yourself. Go there with your evidence. Prove to the people that you did it for a reason, right? Go there. Find somebody to defend you. All right. So I can assure you that this time around, they will never get away. They will have to pay some price for their actions. All right. They took her back her for their own benefit, for their children's benefit. It's about time for somebody to pay. I don't care what people think about this war chronicle, but I can tell you and I can assure you that justice is coming soon to our people. The issues of tribalism, this president is from this way. We are all Liberians.
Yeah.
And only we can understand that before any other tribe, we are Liberian folks. That's the only way we're going to move forward. We should not allow the people to divide us for their own political gains. I can tell you, AB, we are all Liberians. I don't care where you are from in Liberia. We are all Liberian. And we stand united to fight against those people. And they will have to answer questions. Whoever is found guilty will have to be placed behind bars. Whatever resources that they are accumulating for themselves, it will be taken away and given back to the Liberian people. All right? It's just a matter of time. I can assure you that. Pretty soon, we will answer questions. And that's the only way our country will move forward. Thank you, AB.
Thank you. Look, hear me. When I hear Prince Johnson running insult to ADD, that was a sly way. If Abraham Darrison is not careful, Prince Johnson had already threatened him that if he is not careful, he will turn his table upside down. That's what Prince Johnson said. Let me play that clip once more. Prince Johnson said, if ADD does not take time, he will turn his table upside down.
Deal with the issue on the agenda. But this boy who has his own record against him, who's the boy? We know him.
No.
Then when every time he sees me, he talk about Walk Prince Johnson, Walk. When they were killing the people on Nimba, what did you want us to do? That's why I say, if you talk again, I will get to you.
Which way?
If they want disruption, it will happen. Because they slaughter my people, they kill the children, they slaughter people and declare Nimba enemy of the state and deploy all the deadly weapons in Nimba and slaughter. So we had to fight. We fought in defense. So you want to bring war chronicle? Bring your damn war chronicle. Don't be speaking your stinking more every day in this thing. Thank you.
No, but the war chronicle is not intended just for you.
But the other thing is mine. The other thing is for me. Bring it. I know it's not coming. There's not a way to bring war chronicle. You go through processes, legal processes. You don't talk about things on the floor when you see me. Every time they don't see me, he must talk. Then when you talk, I'm just joking. Say you're joking, you think I'm quiet because I'm a preacher. Jesus turned the table upside down. I will turn your table upside down one day.
This is another war. So now why are you walking out?
I'm walking out because I'm provoked.
You hear that? Jesus turned the table upside down. I will turn your table upside down. And Prince Joseph went further by saying, if you pay on me, I will get to you. That was a threat, a direct threat to ADD. If Abraham Darrow does not bring that on the floor for the people to look up that matter, I'm sorry. Because Prince Joseph is devilish. Prince Joseph have the power to do anything. Prince Johnson have the power to turn Goa or to turn African Sound on ADD. Prince Johnson can do it. Prince Johnson can do it. There are a lot of people that have been dying in the House of Senate. There are a lot of people that have been dying in the House of Senate. Do we know how they've been dying? Do we know? Do we know how they've been dying? I will play that clip once more. Everybody that touched the late president Samuel Kayando, everyone that ever touched him, None of them Levi. None of them Levi. As I speak to you, none of them absolutely Levi. Keep the phone line open now. You can keep your call coming on 215-578-1050 or 215-824-8124.
No, that one is you want to go to Israel or not? When you go to Israel
Pastor Charles.
Yes, Abraham, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm thankful to God that we still breathing, and we're going to be breathing until God gave us a better Liberia, and that have been my prayer. Thank God for you guys who have not give up and will not give up, because the only time we give up talking against ills in our country is when we have no more breath. But thank God that He still keep His breath in us, and you guys are still alive and still pressing on. Pressing on is not for nothing. They're coming a good price, and don't relent. We're talking about Prince Johnson here. Prince Johnson have one of the causes, or have been one of the reasons why the curse of God is upon our land.
I believe it. 100% believe it.
And yet, Liberian can say, no, it's not God's business. It's not God's business. But yeah, you say it's not God's business, but when you go to Prince Johnson, who is a murderer, open the Bible and try to convince you that he had repented. And yet, he had not repented, but you are Liberians sitting on him and say, hallelujah. You're making mockery out of God.
I'm telling you.
You see, when you make, it's a sin. God said, I am a holy God that I shall not use my name in vain. Liberians are set on a Prince Johnson after murdering people with all remorse, with all repentance, with all being sorrowful for what he had done against the creature of God. You set on him and you say, hallelujah. That means, let us say, in Prince Johnson Church, you have a Grable man, you have a crew, you have Madingo, you have every tribe of Liberia, from all worlds of Liberia, sitting right in that church and making mockery out of God along with Prince Johnson. And the Bible says it's a curse to misuse the name of God. You see, he said Jesus turned the people table upside down.
Yeah.
And he's going to turn someone table upside down. Is he Jesus? If you want to turn people table upside down, you should always be in the right position. When the people entered the temple, they were making mockery out of God's temple. And Jesus said, no, my Father's house is not a place of market. So he turned those that have no respect for God's name and his place of worship that have no respect. He turned the table upside down. He put them and kicked them out of the temple. Prince Johnson, who are you to kick somebody or kick somebody out of the temple, no, or turn the person or table upside down? You see, misusing the name. When the Bible, I respect religion, but I do not value religion. What I value is the fear of the Creator. Prince Johnson had no fear. Liberia, we have no fear. Abraham said, Liberia, let us say we have not the 5% of Liberian fear God, we're going to have a better Liberia. But on the contrary, you have only 1% of Liberians striving to fear God, like Abraham speaking against ill. People are going to come out and curse you out. You know why they're cursing you out? Because 95% of all have no fear for God. The only fear we know we have for God is to go to the temple.
Sunday morning we take our shower, we go to the mosque, and we say hallelujah, and I will pretend. That's why Prince Johnson is telling you and I that Liberia will not have justice, but Prince Johnson is a liar. Let me get you this. Prince Johnson is a liar. He does not own God. He cannot dictate to God. God is about to deliver Liberia. That's why you see things shaking right now. Liberia will be delivered by all means. Whether they love it or not, Liberia will be delivered. Rich people are not going to take over Liberia. Joe people are not going to take over Liberia. God going to look for a God-fearing person. It can be a baby. It can be anybody that has no money, that has no education. God going to use somebody somewhere to deliver our country.
Thank
But
you.
one thing, Abraham, don't give up.
God are coming to you.
And have spoken and never give up.
Thank you.
Let God strengthen you guys and give you long life till we see the better Liberia we want to see. It's coming. Prince Johnson love you now, it's coming.
Thank you.
Whether I love you now, it will come. God will be done in Liberia. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
Hi, AB, this is Jara Mayango. I call from Minnesota.
Jaya Mayango, go ahead.
You know, the issue about the war crime code and the pass on social media, you see everybody talking about it. And Prince Johnson be intimidated by the war crime code. You know, when you are guilty of something, you always grow up with fear. Yeah. I don't know why he's so frightened because.
But it's not his one that participated into our civil crisis. Even Ma Ellen participated.
Yeah, a lot of people took part in the war, but why you so frightened about the whole war crime code is that maybe he's the main perpetrator. That's why he's frightened.
Because this brother killed the Catholic nuns. This man killed the Catholic nuns. That is the reason why this guy is in fear.
Yeah, we know what I meant there in Burma. I can remember in Burma when Prince Johnson used to have the scorpion on him. I used to be claiming on him at the end of the day, you just feel that certain people are against him. The reason why the scorpion trying to hit him and then you just kill you. These people, but it's just frustrating, in our country to see people who commit atrocity today. They are having state power.
They have been voted for.
Yeah.
That is something that I can't get over.
Yeah. People who can destroy the country, bro, set back to the country today. They are the one in high position, running the state fair, you understand? So, I mean, I just listen to one of the caller that said, he's behind he high himself behind the power. Let me tell you one thing. God is not a mock. Today, you see General Bondike and all the other people there today, General Power, and a lot of people today, they committed atrocity in our country, and they need to account of it. You understand? So the war chronicle, he's talking about he did it to protect Nima County. We know what Prince Johnson did during the war. You understand? And today, people are living with trauma. The problem for people, and today they're passing around, talking about he was doing it to defend the Baden. He was fighting for his people. We know what he did during the war. So I don't know why you're afraid of the war chronicle. You're not the only fighting about the war. Early in there, all of people there. Even down to Lord Rebel, and when that war chronicle come, Lord Rebel say good to my telephone, and they will be part of it. But why you so afraid? If you say you the key person you're coming for, whenever people say you are the coming, their war chronicle need to be set so it will set precedent so that people will not just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going with myself general, because the fact that when that knowledge comes to you that I'm going in the bush to go bring war. Not now run to your mind that war chronicle exists. And you understand? So bringing that war chronicle coming, it will help to minimize atrocity in the country so that somebody will not just wake up one day and go pull fast, tell the person together and carry them in the bush to come again and destroy people's life. So thank you so much for taking me on. That's my input.
Thank you. And we will make sure that the war chronicle come.
Yeah.
We will make sure that the war crime could come,
Yeah,
and it come now.
yeah. No matter what happens, we'll
No
come.
matter what happens.
Yeah. People can be passing around free and not enjoying. If you know the country that you love, you destroy the country. You guys not even say, you know, country, you not even say.
Look at the general. Look at the general. The general that this government appointed a former general
Yeah.
as a superintendent for Grand Guinea.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Seriously, I'm telling you.
Eh?
All these guys now today that brought set back to the country that destroy the country. I mean, in advanced country, these guys now will not even be outside. They will be behind bar.
Eh?
They will be behind
They,
bar.
to show to the Laban people that this government does not care. This government appointed someone.
Yeah.
Someone. I just forget his name.
And they boast about it. So, I mean, you know, they don't care. If they take, for example, let's look at Nigeria. Let the guy they Boko Haram leader that went carry the people children and all the kinds of stuff and things. 2009, stop the children from the school girls, children from school. Imagine that man going to Nigeria to go run for representative or whatever. You think it will work? You will not even show up. So that's the country we find ourselves. But that war crime code will see to it, will push it, it will come in our country. So people that commit atrocity, they will go and face in that war crime code, so they will now walk with impunity.
Okay. Thank you. We have Honorable General Vader, Mr. Jerome Cummings on the line. You want to get his few words here tonight. Let us hear from Honorable Jerome Cummings. Honorable Cummings, how you doing?
It'll be a morning or good night to you.
Morning.
I bumped into the program and I was looking at the Prince Johnson video and listening to the entire conversation. For me, is when people try to analyze things and try to understand it, they got to sit down for a while to look at the entire scenario and say, what do I do in this case? I was privileged and blessed by God to be the first journalist to break the hula baloo in the TRC.
Tell me about it.
I stay alive and I'm still around. And so when I hear people about the situation with war crime court, everybody running here and there, sometimes I sit down quietly and just laugh and say, look, that kuku jumuku, you're not inside, you don't know. The TRC case came to an end even before they could put pen and paper to the document to present the final document. Prince Johnson said some things, right?
Yeah.
And he called some names. I'm not a fan of Prince Johnson. I'm not a supporter of Prince Johnson. As a matter of fact, my late father was a victim.
Okay.
My father was rescued by Prince Johnson people from the Monrovia Central Prison on the beach. And Alhaji Kroman people grabbed my father and said my father was keeping rebel in his swimming pool. So they stripped him naked, tie him, beat him beyond recognition because they said my father was keeping arm and ammunition for Charles Taylor in his swimming pool. And here's a man who was going to be blessed to have all the tapes to get the first scoop of what was happening on 9th Street among the TRC commissioners. We got to I think it was Pastor Aku that said something. Abi, you are a Muslim, I'm a Christian. We know one another. We come a long way. Been around for a while. When we speak, sometimes our people who are politically driven, they get carried away by the political shenanigan and say, oh yes, it's going to happen this way, it's going to happen this way. We had a perfect opportunity when Madam Sadi was around. We had a good opportunity. The first place was when the late Kofi Annan took the Security Council to task for continuously placing individual Liberians on sanction and traveling ban access free. I saw a window of opportunity before Kofi Annan could go to the country or went to Liberia. I did my program in all the markets, the redemption market, the Ghana redemption market, the Douala market, the Gorbachev market, the Prince-William market, the Nesebido market. Then I did it in places like Babla, trying to get the views of Liberians on what Kofi Annan did. So I thought our people were going to catch the revelation, but they never caught that revelation. So if this man was taking the Security Council to task, and then we had a TRC process, when we still had the perpetrators, some of the perpetrators were still active. As you may be aware now, Kuman is aging and he's not even well. But we still got some key actors around. When we had that opportunity to raise our voices, to talk about this, only few people were talking about it. The only scenario they were picking on was the scenario with Charles Taylor when he was indicted. Tom Kamara was the only person writing, but his story was not balanced because he was pushing the Sierra Leonean narrative and leaving out the Liberian narrative. At that time, I was training to go to The Hague as a journalist. So we were analyzing Tom Kamara's story, whether it was balanced, whether he was biased, when only the Sierra Leonean narrative, and if the Sierra Leoneans were just pushing that narrative to bar Tom Kamara, Liberia and Sierra Leoneans were going to be a loggerhead. But thank God you have professional journalists and professional Sierra Leoneans who could read between the lines that the narrative they were pushing at that time was not the narrative that people needed to hear. The narrative we needed to hear, will we get justice for our brothers and sisters that died? That was the narrative we wanted. But they smartly played the game because you know what happened? When the situation broke out on the 9th Street, or the thing that happened on 9th Street, I was the journalist who Councillor Prayer Brown Bull ran to. The reason she came to me was I was a friend to the first Nigerian information minister, or let's say a son to the first Nigerian information minister and his wife, Chief Mason Oprah Benson. The lady they called the Oya Oge, the beauty queen of Lagos, was like a mother to me. And I got connected through Councillor Prayer Bamboo. So she ran to me and said, Mr. Cummings, I got to go on the air. I said, Councillor, calm down. What's going on? She said, I got to go on it. This thing will not work. This thing will not work. I said, what will not work? That the TRC thing. Fire in the building. I was getting in my car, so I got down. I said, Councillor, walk in my office. We go in my office. She told me everything that had happened. That was before they could present the TRC recommendation to the legislature, to the President of the Republic of Liberia. Before the commissioners went along ahead. She said, you Mali people, some of them, they're protecting their faction people. And some of them, rather than they're protecting Sawyer them and other people, but it will not work. It will not happen. Prior to that incident, the now Assistant Minister for State Presidential Affairs was then a representative, and he was the chairperson on the TRC, who he told that he was going to resign. On whose show? My show. I mean, I thought Liberia, you know, sometimes our people, AB, I listen, I come on once in a while. You know, you call me the other time, I tell you, I'm not ready to talk right
Yeah, you told me that.
I told you, I said, maybe let watch the show, let the game play some more. For us, we love to lay by and watch the game as it play. Because we've been around for a while. We like to watch the game and see some of the players. The representative told me, he said, my man, that TRC thing, something inside. And I don't want to be caught up into it. I'm going to resign. On my show. It was a summer cast on radio and television. So I got a hint even before Castle the Prayer Brown Blue would come to me. Later did I know that AB, one day, 3 a.m. in the morning, the Lord was going to speak to me and tell me to air the TRC video, the TRC tape. Where am I getting the TRC tape from? Now, like he connected me and you in Synco. He already connected Verda and myself. Verda and myself are praying partners. I woke up Verda at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, Counselor, he said, come in, sleeper, you don't sleep. I said, Counselor, get up. Great men don't sleep. Time like that, we wake up and be doing some stuff. He said, what happened? I said, the Lord want you to give me all the TRC tape. But Verda, knowing the kind of person I am, immediately he consented, he gave me the tapes. When I started airing the tape, not many Liberians were watching, but I started collecting the revelation. Then I started going back to the document because a year before the TRC tape came to me, I had prophetically spoken and said something to Verda, and Verda asked me if I read the TRC document in its totality. I said, no. He said, but Cummings, you quoting things. Most of the things you're saying, they are in the document, so that's why I'm shocked. Because everything you're saying concerning the nation are things that are in the document. I said to him, brother, I don't talk because I want to talk. When I speak with knowing that I'm being backed by God. So let's look at what is happening today in our country. The situation with Councilor, with the two senators, and the hula baloo concerning the war crime code. If you ask me, do I need to see, do I want to see justice in our country at an equilibrium? The answer is yes. But AB, let me tell you something. What most people don't know.
Tell me, hey.
Mary Washington, the former marketing superintendent, once told Mr. Charles Taylor, she said, Babe, politics walk in the day, but politic walks in the night. Some of the people that are singing the song for War Crime Court, some are good. Some yesterday were on the king's table. Like in Daniel chapter 6, we had these kind of people who were dining with Darius and were saying AB was saying the wrong thing. So for this reason, let's put AB in the lion's den. All the things that are happening, watch the timing. I told Liberian people, I said I'm going to speak on 3 occasions. 3 scenarios that were happening in our country. We even go 2 months here. One already started. And I will come on your program when I have the time. I will tell you who will be the next president and why this person will be president. I'll come here, I will tell you to keep the tape. Like I told Mas Pacquiao what was going to happen in our election. So this situation with the court, we all want it, but we hope and pray.
But you don't see. Did you see the war crime coming to our country?
Let me say this to you. It's something I said to Madam Salif on her first tete-a-tete, press tete-a-tete, and there were journalists today. Some of them I see them the open boxing ring where we are, President we are rather. And the open boxing ring. When I said what I'm about to say now, when I said it to President Salif, we came outside. There were big journalists. Remember now, I was part of the big fish. They told me that, my man, this is not a church. I asked President Salif, I gave her a scenario because President Salif's mother was a preacher. So she's a prelate daughter. So I told her about the story about Haman, Mordecai, and that of Esther. And then I told her our borders are porous. I hope the Haman that sit around you tell you that our borders are porous and security in this country is a threat. But the way I place the question and the scenario, the journalists wanted the everyday political situation, and I come from two schools of thought: the media and the church.
Yeah.
So I know
I
how to
know you
play
for
my
that.
game. I know how to play my game. I don't play one-sided because I want a job. No. So maybe this situation of war, a crown court in our country, the Bible says by justice, right? The king gives stability. But the ones who are greedy for bribe tears it down. The first problem that we must watch and see, people who are jittering and jumping around in that House of Representatives or Senate. Yesterday, when the document was presented to them, they lied to their constituents or their constituency and said, we'll go to our constituents and we'll talk with them concerning what is enshrined in the TRC document, then we'll come back. All the representatives those days lied. They lied. They never had this major tete-a-tete or town hall meeting with their constituents. So their constituents were left in a state of utopia because we were not aware what was enshrined in that document. That's why you see most people are fighting to watch the TRC tape because they never had the opportunity to actually sit down and listen to some of the perpetrators, alleged perpetrators, actually either bragging or boasting of their education or their military might. Because the noise was too much in the Satana Pavilion to ready, listen to what these people were saying. Now people can see that the picture is clear. But mind you, in that same TRC document, it is stated that you cannot use that document to prosecute anybody. That document cannot be used in any court. If you want to use it in a court, then you need a law that will repeal some of those things in there so that the guys can go to court. So most of the guys who you see are not making noise, who are lawyers, they're waiting for the day when the House of Representatives say, okay, we concur. Then they send it to the Senate. The Senate say, we concur. Then the guys will run to the Supreme Court. That's a smart game they're playing. So if in our country, education, awareness is a serious problem, all the radio stations are the conversation are based on the political narrative. The educational component of radio and how they need to sit down and sometimes peruse this document, they run with one segment of it, whereas tomorrow, when the situation come about, then the guys start running in different directions. So we need people who are legal-minded to explain the legal ramification of this TRC report to our people. Either they can do it in Bassa, Kisi, Kola, Mandingo, Va, Bessa, you just name it, Crew, Sapo, Kran, Grebo, be able to kind of break it down into pieces so that our people can understand. Because AB, you were in a classroom teaching people literacy, adult literacy education. You know our people, it takes them some time, especially the rural dweller. They will not catch it the way the urban dwellers will catch it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a problem. And I foresee, I'll say this, and I know some of them will come after me, and I always tell them I got the biggest mouth of all time. I'm not afraid of nobody. There is a political game being played here. And
Tell me about it.
When they play this game, we hope that whoever becomes the next president, you must just put a staunch media team together, because when the Giroir Cummings stay around, remember that we're coming after you. Because Madam Sali played this game. They played this game in a sense that they acted as though they were going to support what was in the TRC document. Get a copy of the PRS, PRS, the Poverty Reduction Strategy. Read the security component of the PRS. In that PRS, the situation where the part that had to do with Palaver approach comes from the TRC document. There are components in the PRS that came from the TRC recommendation. So But when it came to implementing those things, they then gave it to our president. We are now. Who is now the president? President we are, well then merry-making, enjoying himself, not even including the religious community, neither our elders, our chiefs, our tribal people. They were playing football. So you see how they play the political part of the TRC? They gave a cha-cha slap. So our people mind were not on it because they were giving the TRC a cha-cha slap. Nobody was catching it. Now we see some other players. There are some good guys who rather want justice, like some of us. But there are some people who they think that this is the game that we can play. And this game would then hold some of the perpetrators. But then explain the legal ramification to us in its totality. Take some time to explain. Because reading the document, watching the video, and looking at some of the things that are enshrined in that document, people are confused. How many legal-minded person you know, AB, have gone, while you were in Liberia, when you came to America, that are going to these different shows, explain it to us. Because we don't want to go to the Supreme Court, then we stop, we come back. Then the Supreme Court sent us to the lower court, then we go back. Then we're fighting to get justice. So there is a game. And I hope and pray that after they play this game, our President Weah is out or President Weah is in, the players must not come back with new advocacy methodology or formula. Then we will remind them that, listen, we were sitting and we were watching the game as you guys were playing. Why you guys are not playing the ball this way? You told us this is the way you were going to play this ball. Okay. So we need more education here as it relates to this. Prince Johnson, unfortunately for him, he thinks it's a king's man show. I protected my king's man. I protected my people. We all.
But the man kills Sonny Malins. That is the thing. The man kills Sonny Malins.
Yeah, but why is he jumping? You got Bole in our house. Bole is there. You got Bole there. Kyle Fale, then all the people, they stay around.
Yeah, Kyle Fale.
You got all these people. You got Sekou Damati coming around. You got some of the guys even that were with Lurd, that were with LPC, Model. They run Georgia. Who said they're not around? We got some people sitting.
You have General Kobrane around.
You got plenty of people. But I don't know how the senator understands it, why he getting angry. Look, you know, and then sometimes...
And the man threatened Eddie, the man said he would turn Eddie Taylor around.
But I told him one time when he made that statement about it better to be with the devil you know than the angel you don't know, I told him to shut up because, you see, AB, you cannot twist the word of God. There's nowhere he, as a preacher, is enshrined in the Bible from Genesis to Revelation that says it is better to be with the devil you know than the angel. That's if it was so. When in Revelation, when war broke out in heaven, Lucifer and his angels fought. The Bible said, and Michael and his angel fought the great dragon, and the great dragon was cast out. That is the devil. So you telling us that it's better to be with the devil you know than the angel. You know, our people mouth. Some of our leaders. That's why you see when they, Samuel Johnson and all of them were saying, Joe, I'm going to go borrow, even if they can go borrow money from the devil. Because they understand the scenario that 12 years ago, we signed a contract with the devil. And if we're not careful, we will sign another 12-year contract with the devil. There are people, perpetrators in that country who, AB, they will want for the proliferation of ghettos to continue to exist. So they can take small money and get somebody to go and beat an AB beyond recognition. Aristotle once said, poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. And if the have not continue to increase in number, that state soon collapse. One thing we should take into consideration is this. Why it is true that there will be no way that we'll experience war in our country, but in the military, there's something called cordon search. In our country, it was not done. Even we have 1,500 troops with the kind of sophistication they have. We had a Ukrainian troop there that was sophisticated. You were in the country, I was there. But that horse-to-horse search, there are places. That's why you see some of the people, when they sit down, they think they could make us afraid, and they will say some things. So it's not Prince Johnson, Louis Brown. When Louis Brown, all the people other than they gathered one day, they had a major press conference at Monrovia City Hall and said they heard that ECOMOG won't move on them. ONME rather want to move on them. But if ONME move on them, they will make Monrovia ungovernable. I got on the radio and I said, if ONME he won't move on them, the Magilla, the arm will move on them because they can't make Monrovia ungovernable. At the end of the day, he became what? Information minister.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he became an ambassador here to represent Liberia. So you see, that's why we want more voices, genuine people, to speak on this issue. There are some people that are speaking, when they're talking, I say, wise men changes for the good. But these ones, I knew them when I never had Biebie. Now that I got Biebie, I still know them. And I know how to play the game. And so the game is on. But at the end of the day, like the pastor said, and I will say this, justice is coming. I don't care how long the wheel turn, but it will turn in the favor of all the people who lost their lives. Somebody will set precedent in that country. Somebody will set precedent. If mob justice is good for an ordinary push man, then truth justice is good for the perpetrators. He who pays the piper plays the tune. And so if we want a better tune, then all of us, like you and many others, must be sincere with this. We must not play it because we want an electoral process. The table must turn around. We must remain sincere about it, and we must make sure that we don't sell out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir, Eli.
Thank you, Jerome. Thank you for that wise saying. Thank you. That was Jerome Cummings. I started knowing Jerome Cummings from a long time. Long time. Jerome is a big brother to me. He's a man that I have a lot of respect for. Even the podcast, what I'm doing today, it was Jerome that I learned from. The bravery in talking, it was Jerome that taught me. So we need to make that corrections before we move forward. Keep your call coming out on 215-578-1050. Let me play you the clip once more. The killing of the late president.
No, that one is you was going to Israel or not? Were you going to Israel or
No! That is shit for the man! I said, lose everything for the man! Yes, sir.
It's time to focus or move to the people of the party. This is how we show and move to the market. Move to the market. I'll see you here.
I'll do that, right?
I will let the children that way.
Move to the market. I'm in outside. I'm information.
Tango, sunshine calling.
Call up from Liberia. What is your name and where are you calling on from?
Okay, good morning, Brother Abraham, and this is Matt Javate.
Matt Javate, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Matt Javate, go ahead.
And I think a topic is surrounding and concerning the Prince Johnson or the War Crime Tribunal. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, and before then, I was one of those who was against the War Crime Tribunal, but I pray that today we should have a War Crime Tribunal so most of the things that in Mama Liberia can be solved. Because without justice, people will continue to provoke, people will continue to violate other people's rights around here. This is why we call the 14-year civil war. But up to this time, things and they stay the same. And what happened yesterday that brought the civil war is the same thing that's going on in Normal Liberia.
Okay.
So I'm supporting the ideas of the establishment of War Crime Tribunal. And you can see for yourself, Brother Abraham, and a certain group of people will get
But I extended you an invitation 2 times for you to appear on our Blacker Talk Show for us to discuss this war crime code, and you never pick up my call or you never give me an indefinite answer.
And you are right, Brother Abraham. You know, sometimes when the media is on your back, sometimes you have to give chance to yourself. If not, you are a very decent guy, you are a very intelligent man, you've been calling me, I've been seeing your call. Even 2 days ago, I was in Lofa Bridge. I went there to construct a school building and to my charity. But this weekend, I will be a guest, and there's an announcement, I'll be a guest this weekend by the grace of Almighty Allah. I'm going to do that so that we can be able to explain a lot of things to the public. And last night, I spoke with Senator Prince Johnson, and he's not feeling happy at all concerning the prayer release that came from the U.S. Embassy. But I think it's the appropriate step towards justice in Mama Liberia. And you see for yourself, people in Nima County will get out and just take people land from them. When they get out, they say, oh, Maningo man, you don't from their country yet. You don't from their country yet. People will go, because the justice system is polluted to the extent that even the Supreme Court bench is polluted. So people do their own things in Mama Liberia because they see that they are in power. And so this is why, and I'll be very glad to get to appear on your show and explain a lot of things that I know about because I usually travel in the various countries. There are so many things that are going on. And I will send you a video where this Mahal massacre took place in Bomi County.
Wow.
When where they went and that reached the news, they reported the news, when you take about 400, 500 persons. That's the same river the people drinking from now in Bomi now. That's the same river.
What?
People drinking water. I'm saying the video right now. I want you to see that
wow.
video. You're going to shed here where they carry on massacre, where 400 human beings were killed. That same river today, because there is no hand pump, people go to that river and drink water from that river there. I conduct an interview. I will send the video to you now
wow.
so that people can see what actually is going on in Malabrigo. Other people may say, well, you are one of those who SYC, you joined the party. Yes, there was some political reason, there was some security reason. I hope nobody should get vexed with me.
Nobody annoyed, nobody vexed with you for you joining a political party. Nobody vexed. But my question here to you is that you were not supporting the establishment of the War Economic Crime Code in the past. What made you now that you're supporting it?
Because the system is polluted and people continue to violate other people's rights. People continue to destroy the image of this country.
So you are seeing it now that the violation of human rights, you are now seeing it. So in the past you was not seeing it. In the past you never knew that the violation of human rights was going on in the past.
And we are human beings. Before you take a decision, you have to look at the pro and the con. You have to sit down and think carefully before you take a decision. You can't just rush into a decision at the end of the day and people laugh at you. So it's what I did based on my investigation. And when I traveled to Lofa recently, I saw what people, when you travel there, you see how the country is backward, how people are suffering, how people are involved in so many things, how even years at the age of 13, 14, they are all getting pregnant in these river towns and villages around here. There is no school, no health center, but people are suffering. Like what I'm telling you now, if the public can allow you that you play that video, then you will know what that means. You will know that I might say what I mean because I travel a lot in the Iraq and there are so many things I can see. But sometimes too, human beings should be very careful about security. Security comes first, everything that we do around here. But other people will not understand. You are in you in Germany, you are in Philadelphia, you are in Australia. So I'm on the ground. It's not so when you're doing certain things, you should look at your security. Because I travel in these various bushes and things. And anything can happen anytime. But that's it. Because we all have responsibility for this country, Mama Liberia, so Mama Liberia can be a better era.
But you told me that you were sending me the video. You have not sent it to me.
No. Okay, let me try to send you the video. And when you watch this video, let the Liberian people know that in your particular area where they carry on massacres, in that river, that's the river our people drinking from today in Liberia. It's very sad. It's frustrating that when you see it, wallahi, brother, and you're going to feel hurt. Just play it for 7 minutes. Let the Liberian people know what actually is going on in our dear country, Liberia. That's the system we find ourselves in. And so that's it. And that's it. And Brother Abraham, and what's your name on the Facebook? Let me get the messenger.
My name is Nze Abraham. I can look for you right now. Right now.
Yeah.
I can be able to text you.
Just text me right now, and I'm going to give it
My
to you.
job,
Please do that for me now, please. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I just sent you. I just sent you.
Okay, just wait. I sent you the video last night. I sent it to you last night. Check it out. Okay, check it out there. You see
Yeah. That's the video here.
Okay, just play it for 5 or 6 minutes, 7 minutes. You just listen to the people. Listen. You're going to shed here. That's the river they killed 400 human beings, and that's the river they our people drinking from.
Wow.
All right. And thank you so much. All right.
All right, you're welcome. As I playing you this clip.
No, that one is you was going to Israel or not? Were you going to Israel?
No! That is shit for the man. I said, listen to everything for the man. Yes, sir.
It's time to focus on move to the people of the party. Issue of the show and move to the market. I'll see you here.
I'll do that, man.
I will let the children graduate.
Move to the market. I'm in outside. I'm information.
Tango, sunshine calling, emergency over. Tango, that's the sunshine. If you are listening to me, this emergency over. Tango, come in. I want to speak to Mr. Porter or the U.S. ambassador over. We are men. Yes. I don't care what people. I'll fool you. I will kill you. I told the Nigerian man, I don't want to kill you. I told him, take Joe in the ship. All the officers should go. And the men were hesitant. I said, I don't want to shoot Joe. I issue order not to fire you. Take Joe in the ship. They didn't want to do it. Then the people call for reinforcement. While we were trying to process the matter, they sent 3 RPG, our position is failed. So I ordered to fire you, your men, and protect your life. And I'm a humanitarian. If I spare you, people may come. They can't come, I'll get you now. All those from Nigeria, I will free them. They fool you. I know what I will do. You know what brought it over today? I was at the island clinic. Listen. I come in. I heard you have come. Please. I want to say something. Wait now. Show you my way. Now sit down. Then come on. President go. I've got to the people. I came to meet you. When I came, one of your officers, they slammed my toilet. Then I got on the stand and get him in. Then he started me. He's the president for the government general. Then the trouble came. And right there, order to disarm the disarming. And I said, you fuck the ball now. The open machine gun. All your people are saying, nobody lives. You know one more. You keep plenty of penal order. May you order. Look, I'm not commando from Cuba and Libya. You don't fuck with me. Then one president just why is that? Even when I said in the stream and baggage, what can they get from me? I'm not president. I'm not fighting for anything. I'm only a brigadier general now. Fighting for the people of this country. What part do you see what they do? Yes, sir. So I don't want nothing. Let's go. Let us further be information. Let's get 30 trucks or pickups to move to the people with arms and ammunition to take over the nation right now for internal government. You don't travel for nothing.
Let me say thank you to every one of you who tuned in to watch our podcast. Let me say to you, Mr. James Koi Charles, I just sent you a friend request. You said that you wanted to talk to me. So please call me on Messenger, or you can be able to call me directly. Then let me just conclude by saying, Prince Johnson, no matter how the ego fly, it can never touch the sky. Prince Johnson murdered the nuns, the Catholic nuns. If nothing make the American angry, that alone will make the American angry. The American, they have substantial documents on the murder of those Catholic nuns. There were 5 Catholic nuns. Linda Graham was murdered by these thugs, including Sister Kathleen, Sister Barbara, Sister Shirley, and Sister Mary. Those are the people that were murdered by Prince Johnson. But much ado, let me recognize Brother Dioga, Brother Emmanuel Dioga. And I want to recognize every one of you. But let me play you a gist of the clip that Mark Jabate talking about.
Today I'm in Manhattan, Bomi County. Manhattan citizens in this particular area, they are finding it difficult to get a safe drinking water. But they have to come here, where 400 to 500 citizens were killed in this particular area during the Civil War. They use this water as a safe drinking water in this particular town. Let us hear from a brother, and he one of the citizens in the particular town. Brother, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, journalists. And my name is Smoke Quality from Lofa County.
Oh, you from Lofa County?
Yeah, but my grandma is based in here.
Based in here?
Yeah.
Tell us about this area, about this water.
Yeah, thank you very much. According to my business and my mommy explanation, yeah, it's true. And secondly, you see the water. The water is not good for human being to drink. because they kill a lot of people in the water. And secondly, water are giving all the sickness in the area because when we drink the water, it run our stomach, you are fed up. From here to go to my brother in car, it's not easy. It's thinking about water, you drink it, and all we go see where we can take back. It's not very please me.
Why people have to drink this water?
Yes, because we are told the government money several times to help our pump, to help our some materials for to get our own pump of authority to help us. They have been promising about no way.
What about a lawmaker?
Our lawmaker were not here for if our elders or our people can tell the lawmaker for me, I not already know. But the water is not good for we the human to drink it.
So it means that most of the citizens, drink this water.
We all the citizens. And that stream you can hear, look so far we can do, we can go out for all the draw water and bring it, we can drive for the stream. For them to drink it, we got a pump. Like this is fine. You see the woman, you see the other woman, and for them to leave and to go for water, at that fire is not good. So how they can get there, they can draw water to drink.
They drink this water.
They drink this water. We all drink it as a sitting here. Drink some.
I want you to drink again.
Yep. Yeah, get used to me, so. Yeah, get used to me.
So sometimes when you come here, you get frustrated to see your citizens, your brothers and sisters drinking this water, including yourself.
Yes. Feel bad. I can feel bad. I think the content before I can go the area they call the area of Bapolu. If I can leave and go Bapolu. If I can go like water, I drink. If I can leave, my woman give me good blessing. And when I have it, blessing, I say yes. He said, my son, I don't have a clean water for you, but like the water bench me for, I can gun you. So you need drink the water until get a blessing. And I said, ma, I agree. Until I can stay drink it.
So you're brave to drink this water where 400 citizens were killed?
Yeah, because I see my people drinking it. I see my people drinking it, so I said I can say I can minister, I can say that I'm female, no. So I gotta take my time to become on too.
What appeal do you have?
Wow.
For citizen Osa Labiro?
Wow, thank you very much. I'm too happy for you coming here. I'm too happy. You're so good as a journalist. I'm very happy for you coming here, for you to see something, and for my grandma to explain some problem to you. So I'm want for you to please help us too and talk with the government too and help us and bring some pump in the area for us.
To bring a hand pump?
Yes. In Mahaitan.
Mahaitan?
Yes.
Where over 400 citizens were killed?
Yes.
Okay, let's listen to the cheerleader, and she is here. Where's the cheerleader? Yeah. Cheerleader is relaxing in behind me, and let me see. Let me take my time to walk before I get in the water, to the water. Mama, tell us about this area. They say people drink this water. Nope. What happened to your lawmaker now? You sure you can drink the water?
Yes.
Drink, let me see. You brave to go there?
Yeah.
She's brave to go there. You can swim?
I can swim.
Yeah. Mama, why are you so brave?
Because no, I know what I do. So I got to drink.
So you people are already suffering this town?
We're suffering, Papa. I got to stop for us so people can come. Because it's not easy.
What about the food?
The food,
what about the cleaning?
The cleaning far from here, no cleaning around here.
So sometimes pregnant women die?
Yes.
When they go and give birth, they die?
They die.
Mama, and you want me to shed tears, Mama, to see where 400 to 500 Liberians were killed in this particular area. At the same time, people are using the water as of safe drinking water. Then what is going on with our lawmakers? What is going on with the government? Are they seeking the interests of the citizen? We say no. Everybody fighting for their personal interest. Our people are suffering in Malabira. Mama, come. Take your time, yeah? Take your time. Come, Mama. Now we assume that the people around the world now, they are watching you. What do you want to tell them? Do you want to speak your dialect?
I can't speak my dialect, but I want to tell them, you must come in my area so you can help us with solving. No drinking water. No safe drinking water. They see water, they carry the people in like they see water with drinking. You not get full. I coming from in the breed that breasting, I coming from breasting. Woman let me. Yeah. My husband died in the war, I not get me. I taking care of my children when I not go I break bush. I plant sugar cane there, I be taking care of that sugar cane when they reach. I call it, I said it, I can't get nothing to support my children to go to school. So I was trying to tell the government, I beg it there, let they come to help us in my area.
You want to say something?
Yeah.
You listen to her?
Yeah, listen to her. What she said is true. What she said is true. Because of why we don't have good school, we don't have no good pump, we don't have no good toilet, we don't have
Nothing there.
Nothing.
Frustrated.
During the election, I thought it would come to all sweet talk.
And you go and vote for them?
And go vote for them. But really, it was still got here at General Days.
I'm here.
Yes, I want for the steady.
Okay, I'll hold you right there. Let me give a chance to the little boys. The little cakes around here, they are all here today. And how you doing, you? You go to school?
Yes.
You drink the water?
Yes.
You know about the water?
Yeah.
So what happened here?
They kill the people in the water.
They kill the people in the water. They are drinking the same water.
Yes.
Why?
No hemp.
No hemp pump. So what appeal you want to make? What kind of thing you want to tell people not to beg them so they can bring hemp pump here? You want to beg the people to bring hemp pump?
Yes.
To bring hemp pump for you? Yeah? Okay. You can eat one time, yeah?
No.
Food been high, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm seeing you, no shirt on you.
I'm gonna work in the bush.
Come from the bush. But why are you in school today?
Our teacher is sick.
They're sick, yeah? Every day teacher sick?
No.
Uh-huh.
Only today.
Only today. Okay. I know. Sometimes you come and drink this water where they kill plenty people.
Yeah.
They told you the story, right? All right. And to build a hemp pump, it just cost $1,500 in this particular area. To build a hemp pump, it's cost $1,500 to bring the material for our people to have a safe drinking water. Our people are suffering. Mama, say your last something now so we can close the program. Let me speak the library English now. What the last story you gave, Mama?
The last story I gave, I tell you thank you for coming here. I want for you to come here to pay our phone. Our school said the children, you see, they don't want to tell you the truth.
They don't want to tell me the truth?
Yes.
What is going on?
Because the school, no good teacher there to be teaching them.
No good teacher?
Only one woman.
Teaching them?
And the man too. The woman just died, they feed the woman too. The family for
Okay.
income.
Okay, no problem, Mama. And I will come here Friday. When I come here Friday, I will be able to assist some of you people, yeah? Okay. Friday, I will be here. Today, I'm in Manhattan, where 400 to 500 citizens were killed during the Civil War by General Benjamin Franklin. They were dumped in this river. At the same time, citizens in a particular town, they are using the river as a safe drinking water. Thanks for joining me. All those are watching me. This is Mama Liberia. Citizens are only important when election period is near. Bye-bye.
What? Tell me. Ma Jamate, if you're listening to me after the podcast, please call me. Yeah? Let us be able to construct a hand pump for that people. Their talk show will raise the fund, the $1,500. We will raise it for us to be able to erect the hand pump for our people. What? People don't have safe drinking water. They don't have no good food to eat. Are you freaking kidding me? Then the people are telling us Majawate, I'm begging you, after the show, please call me. Please call me after the show. Please call me so we can be able to strategize on how best that I can be able to raise that fund on this platform. For us to be able to erect the hand pump for that people. The $1,500 is not a big of a deal. We can be able to raise it on this platform, and for us to be able to access the people. What? People that Benjamin Yetan kill people during the Civil War, kill people, and dump them in our water. That same water is that same water my people drink. That same water is that same water that my people drinking. It's so sad. My Javate, Brother Emmanuel, his name is Brother B.R.O. Emmanuel. Dioga, he said that you blacking. So please unblacking, I'm begging you. But please call me so we can be able to discuss. Please call me so we can be able to discuss, to see how best that we can be able to erect a hand pump for that people. Thank you and have a God bless day. Bye-bye for now.